following contest is a submission match. Making her way to the ring from wherever she wants, FELICIA.
Submission match coming up, and Byron, what's the best way for a competitor to prepare for a match like this?
Well, if it was me, I'd park myself in front of a TV and watch as many submission matches as I could find on the WWE Network.
And her opponent, from wherever she wants, CAW DIVA.
Egos on the line here tonight, guys, in this submission match.
You're absolutely right, Michael. Losing a match is one thing, but admitting defeat via submission is something no superstar ever wants to do.
And remember, submissions only. Ouch! As we get underway here. Monkey flip! What a stomp!
Good grief! Harsh impact.
Oh, bell clap. What a strike. Right on the mark.
Here it comes!
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Oh! Boom! Vicious strike. Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying a submission move quickly. Come on, Corey. Try and keep up.
Gets the shoulder up. Nah, not yet. Too early.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her women's championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown.
Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out to any submission maneuver. I think we all know why the Nature Boy was banned from ringside.
When Natalya had Charlotte locked in the sharpshooter, it seemed that the Queen of Hearts was going to be crowned the new champion. Of course, that was until Dana Brooke distracted Natty, giving Charlotte the opening to lock on the figure eight and force Natalya to submit. It wouldn't be a Flair match without a little bit of controversy, would it? When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint Mick. She might have it. Keep your eye on this one. Look at this. She can do no wrong here.
She is on fire. Boom! She's back in full control now.
Dropped from above.
Gutbuster!
Beautiful technique. Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, you're just asking to get disqualified.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Ooh, what impact?
Oh, man, what a strike.
Harsh impact.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Axe handle finds the mark.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Boom, what impact.
Oof. Ooh, harsh impact.
Boom! Boom, what impact.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Beautiful technique.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important in a submission match to be able to reverse the submission move from an opponent as it is to apply a submission maneuver to an opponent. If a superstar can't reverse an opponent's submission, then they're certainly going to be in trouble.
Some superstars have more than one submission at their disposal when it becomes a pick-your-poison scenario for their opponent. It also depends on the match. Some submission matches are based on winning via a submission move, and others involve a competitor having to use the specific submission they've chosen.
What a strike!
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. Take down to the mat.
The old bridging. Foot to arm.
Oh, what agility. The armbar is locked in.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
Corey, earlier you... No! She breaks it.
Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael.
This isn't looking good for her, guys.
No, it's not, Michael. She looks absolutely out of it. Big move coming. Wait for it.
She's looking at it.
She better do something fast.
And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
Bang! Are you kidding me? The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her Women's Championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Ooh, what impact.
Nailed it.
Bulldog!
Corey, you spoke of...
Into an armbar. Submission move locked in. That's it. That's what she needed.
Second time? Sure, why not?
Not sure why, but she releases the hold.
I think she sensed her opponent was about to break free.
This could be the end.
The end of the trail. Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here.
Look at this again, guys.
This match might just be over.
Incredible striking combination.
The O'Reilly combo.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
Let's go back and take another look.
Great move by her right there.
Ouch.
Nice sharp backhand.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially... This is it. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. She better do something fast. And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
She might have it. She's looking at it. She better do something fast. Not today, guys.
I can't believe she broke out of that, Michael.
Oh, nasty impact.
I've talked to several people who think she's bitten off more than she can chew here. I can't say that I agree.
Look at her go.
She might have it. She better do something fast. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness. She gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
Not out here. Not like this. Oh, my God.
Uh-oh. This is going to be...
Through the table.
Face first.
This could be big. Dragon screw.
That'll tear your knee up.
She's got her. Oh, here we go. Here we go a second time.
You gotta believe this one's over. This one's over, guys.
It took two, but it looks like that one should do the trick.
Looking a little dazed here.
Yeah, she's definitely not looking herself right now, Cole.
Apron Powerbomb.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
She's in control. She's in full control now. She's in control.
Jaw-shattering boot.
Now with complete control. She's got her. She's looking at it. She better do something fast. And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
Smooth transition.
She better do something fast. She somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
Looking at it here.
She's starting to fight out, guys.
No, she breaks it.
Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael.
I love this one. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
When we talk...
Ah, she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael. This might be it. Oh, my. I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
Incredible striking combo. The O'Reilly combo.
Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as a special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a submission, giving the Hitman the victory. If it's not the greatest match of all time, it's certainly in the discussion.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have the going for broke. I don't think this is going to do it.
Byron, you brought up that as she fights out.
But that doesn't mean the damage wasn't already done, Michael.
Bulldog. Looking for the win. She better do something fast. And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
She might have it.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a...
Rolling knee bar! She better do something fast. She put forth such effort. This submission match is history. And here's another look at some incredible action from a match that we're not likely to stop talking about for a long, long time.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff. Count yourselves lucky, people. You might watch WWE for years and only see a match that good a few times.
What an incredible submission move, and here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only...